So last week, Twitler tweeted out his transgender ban. And although my initial instinct was to immediately post a video giving my thoughts on it, I decided that would be a bad idea for a couple of reasons. One, I knew that I was probably going to curse a lot. And I thought it would be a bad look. And secondly, I just wanted to see how the world was going to react, how he was going to follow up, and just see what happened over the next few days while I calmed down emotionally from what this dude did. And I'm glad I waited, because now we see that it was, which I knew at the time automatically, just a political ploy. Because, as usual, he's got all this stuff swirling around him that it makes his world crazy, okay? I mean, he just brought on Scaramucci, who's dropping F-bombs, while Korea's threatening to drop real bombs. Then you got Spicy out, Priebus out. He just made a fool of himself at that creepy Boy Scouts presentation. I mean, so all this stuff was piling on. It's all Russia, Russia, Russia still. So clearly he spoke to someone, I'm guessing Bannon, Steve Miller, whoever the last fool that was that talked to him, and said, you know what, we need to get more red meat to our devoted minions out there in the red states. So let's just, we should do something about this. These transgenders who want to chop off their private parts or add some at the cost of the American taxpayer. And it's horrible, and our voters really, really care about this, all right? Then it comes out that this was actually a deal with Congress to get funds for the border wall. Now, Congress didn't say, hey, ban all transgenders from, serving in the military. They just said, hey, we want to cut out funding for their surgeries, okay? But he just took it to another level and just said, we'll just ban them. Not only that, but he said, I'm going to do it in a tweet. Not only that, but he did it without consulting with the Pentagon, the generals, the military. They had no heads up. All right? This is insane. And meantime, Mattis, who's on vacation, was caught completely off guard. And the allowing transgendered people to serve honorably in our military was started by my president, Obama. Now, you can argue it took him a little while to get there, but he got there, okay? And he started the process very deliberately by having the military examine this over a series of months. Mattis had just asked for a 6-month extension to continue looking at this issue and make sure the whole thing was implemented properly. And then this fool tweets out something he probably just decided on a whim that Congress wasn't even asking for if he wants to get the money for his stupid keep brown people out wall. So this was foolish on like a million different levels, and it's completely hypocritical because he's the one that came out saying, even at the convention, he said, we should support LGBTQ. Remember how he hesitated because he doesn't even know the phrase, rights. And he wanted the Republicans to applaud for him. And he, was trying to, woo the transgender community and the gay community and lesbian community and everybody, right? But we all know that's complete BS. The same way it was BS when he tried to woo the black community by saying that we're getting shot in the streets. All right? He doesn't care. Do you think Ivanka was going to change his mind on gay rights? He doesn't care. The only thing he cares about is himself. He doesn't care who he hurts as long as it distracts from the world crushing down on him. Mueller is like a big man in the tower, and he's just like, it's the big eye of Sauron. It's just blazing on Trump in the White House every day, and Trump is feeling the heat. He's like, what can I do to distract from this? And then he's like, get gays out of the military. No, sorry, transgenders. That's his knee-jerk reaction. Or his little finger reaction. So that's my thoughts on it. And those are my thoughts on it. Sorry, because I'm a grammar whore. And I hope y'all agree with me. And notice that he didn't follow up his tweet with any statements, formal statements, or any kind of real policy. That shows us he's not serious. He's just a selfish bastard. Follow me on Twitter at JGerard Inc. JGerard Inc. Later, y'all.